फास्टेस्ट क्रिकेट स्कोर अपडेट्स या सबसे डिटेल्ड स्टैट्स,
क्रिकेट के अंदर बाहर की खबरें
या हेल्दी डिबेट्स,
सबसे एक्यूरेट एनालिसिस
या फैंस का क्रेज, सबके लिए एक ही प्लेटफॉर्म, क्योंकि क्रिकेट मतलब क्रिकेट नेक्स्ट।
Hello and a very warm welcome to all our viewers of Cricket Next. You are watching this morning bulletin with me, Karna Bali, and I am here with yet another set of news for you guys. But this time around, we'll not start with me. We'll start with my colleague from Cricket Next, who is present in Hyderabad as we speak, and he'll bring you live updates from whatever's happening in Hyderabad regarding the first test between India and England. We have with us Vineet Ramakrishnan from Hyderabad. Hi, Vineet. A very good morning to you.
Hello, Kanav. Good morning to you and to all the viewers who have tuned in.
Yeah. How's it going? What's the vibe in Hyderabad? You have been there for the last 2 days. The practice, the PCs. Please tell us everything.
Well, the vibe, it's pretty hot here. Coming from Delhi, it's a definite stark change in the weather. Quite hot, sultry kind of weather. Good for test match, to be honest. No rain interruptions or no weather interruptions, so to speak, would be expected here. And yeah, as you mentioned, PC Hua, Kal, KL Rahul, Makud were there. Practice sessions happened. In a way, full till practice session was there from the Indian side, except for I think Jasprit Bumrah. Everybody was there. Everybody was present. Even from England, everybody had most of the batters had a good hit out in the middle. The bowlers are also bowling. So yeah, overall it was a moving day yesterday. Today, one day removed from the test match. It's an optional training session for Team India. So we are not expecting many players, 5 or 6 to be honest. The teams have arrived as I speak. They have done with their fielding drills and they have moved to the practice session, practice net session, that is net area. So you probably see a Shubman Gill, Rohit Sharma, and maybe Shreyas Iyer, who got hit on his hand yesterday. We might be looking out for him, how he goes on about it. From England also, again, since it's an optional training session, we won't be expecting much of the players. But again, yeah, whatever update would be there, I'll be giving those updates to you. And as far as the PC is concerned, yesterday we did a live also in the evening. One of the biggest takeaways was, of course, KL Rahul will not be keeping, is what Rahul Dravid mentioned. So that question that conundrum has been solved. KL Rahul would be there as a pure batter. Most likely, Shrikar Bharat would be keeping the wickets. Even though Dhruv Jurel was the one who was keeping wickets yesterday, while Shrikar Bharat was batting today, you can see a role reversal where Shrikar Bharat, goes for some keeping practice, and Jurel probably gets some batting time.
Yeah, and talking about England's practice session, Vineet, how's Ben Stokes looking? Because उनके नाम के round में काफी एक doubt है, will he play in the first test or not? He is the leader, he is the captain, but he is injury marked. Surgery के बाद वो आ रहे हैं. How is he looking right now?
Oh, looking leaner, man. That's the first thing that you look at Ben Stokes. You'd see that he has been quite lean. I mean, he's somebody who's a bulky kind of a person, but after the surgery, you could see he's quite lean down. More to do with his rehabilitation and recuperation with the knee surgery. He did a lot of his usual intense, running sessions, warm-ups, and all. Not expecting him to bowl at all in the series. So yeah, he was not bowling. In the batting also, I think he came in a bit late, did a very light session, but overall it was a light session for him. Stokes, in terms of his availability, looks fit. There's no doubt about that. He was in that talking group with the coaches, Brendan McCullum and Marcus Trescothick. So I don't think there is any doubt in him not being available for the first test. He most probably would be there. He's anyway coming off that long injury layoff, so he'd be raring to go, of course. We'll get a clearer picture today if he's the one who comes for the final PC before the first test. Looks like, I mean, Ben Stokes would be there. In terms of their combination, I do feel they probably may go with 3 spinners. All the 3 spinners, that is Jack Leach, Tom Hartley, the left arm rookie, and Rihan Ahmed, the one test old spinner. All three of them were bowling in tandem in the center wicket. So that's a giveaway, in a sense that there might be a possibility of England going with 3 spinners and maybe just one pacer in probably Mark Wood, and Anderson may might as well sit out for this one.
Well, that's something we'll have to wait and see. And that Shreyas Iyer incident, Vineet, जो उनके wrist पे
Mhm.
लगी, is there worried about for the Indian fans?
Not really, because the incident happened very early. I think the second or third delivery that Shreyas Iyer faced off the throwdown left arm specialist, the Sri Lankan guy Nuwan, that hit him, I think, on his forearm. He was in a bit of pain. Went off, but it was probably 20-minute break, and he was back again batting. So if it was a major concern, he probably would not have come back to bat. But the reason the thing that he came to bat pretty much says that it's kind of a non-issue. For that few moments there were some us journalists who were thinking, oh damn, we have to write something, but that was not the case. I think minor scare it was. He was back batting, so I don't see any issues with Shreyas Iyer's availability also.
Yeah, perfect. Also, Vineet, we have one or two questions coming in. And Omkar is asking, how's Rohit and Gill looking?
Well,
Omkar.
I haven't actually looked at the session today, because as I'm speaking, the moment we went live, these guys were heading to the net session, so we haven't had a look of how Rohit and Gill are looking today. Yesterday's, I'll tell you, very interesting. On an interesting note, I did a story on a young 16-year-old boy taking the wicket of Joe Root. Similar thing happened. Rohit Sharma was batting in the net session. Ravindra Jadeja was bowling, and very similar delivery, loopy, flighted delivery. Rohit Sharma came forward, and he was, beaten by the turn, and his off stump was knocked over. That happened. But after that, Rohit was, looking okay. I mean, these guys were not like trying to go for their shots or trying to play or trying to make the game difficult. They were just
I guess there's some network issue from Vineet's and Vineet. I don't know if you can hear us or not, but your video is stuck right now, and there's some network issues from your end. Yeah. Yeah. I guess there's some network issues from his end. Stadium there are a lot of jammers, and when there are jammers, it gets difficult to go live directly from there. And स्टेडियम के आसपास बहुत जैमर्स होते हैं और अगर आप स्टेडियम के आसपास से भी लाइव जाए तो you get a lot of network issues. I personally face a lot of these network issues, but we'll see if Vineet joins us back. And yeah, we'll let you know if he joins us back, and we'll let him finish his experience. Yeah, Vineet is there in Hyderabad. Cricket Next is there in Hyderabad for all these live updates, practice sessions है, जितनी कहानियां हैं सब आपके लिए आएंगी, ऐसे ही फ्रेश अपडेट्स आएंगे, आपके सवालों के जवाब मिलेंगे. सो प्लीज डू ट्यून इन और सवाल पूछिए आपके जो जो सवाल है. पर जैसे कि विनीत कह रहे थे कि कल राहुल द्रविड़ ने क्लियर किया है केएल राहुल का रोल. He said that, as you can see on the screen, Rahul will not be playing as a wicketkeeper in this series. I think we were quite clear about that with the selection itself. We had picked two other wicket keepers. Obviously, Rahul did a fantastic job for us in South Africa and really played a big part in us drawing the series. But considering it's five test matches and playing in these conditions, we felt we would go with another keeping option considering the weather, considering the conditions. So obviously it's a selection toss up between the two other keepers that we have. So एक चीज clear हो गई है, KL Rahul will not be keeping wickets in this series. So the toss up is between KS Bharat and Dhruv Jurel. Vineet told us that yesterday Dhruv Jurel was practicing with the gloves while KS Bharat was batting, but today there might be an interchange of roles in the practice. We'll have to wait and see who opens up. Although it's being said that KS Bharat might start with that, and I think Vineet has joined us again, and we'll see if there's hi Vineet. I believe there
Yes,
was some
yes, I'm
network
back.
issue. Yeah,
Network issues, yes, yes.
yeah. So you were talking about Rohit and Gill, and you perfectly mentioned how good Rohit was looking yesterday.
Rohit was looking good. Gill also had a good session. Surprisingly, Gill is generally the one who comes in to bat first, but that was not the case. He had a long talk with Rahul Dravid and others, during the fielding drills yesterday. So it'll be interesting to see what he does today. I'll give you an update once I'm there and observe what these guys are going about. But yeah, from account of yesterday, Rohit was looking good. Gill was also looking good. Unlike the England players who were trying, different short sweeps and this and that, the Indians were going at a regular pace here. I mean, they just were looking to time the ball well, getting the
Yeah.
feel of the deliveries. So nothing out of the ordinary from the Indian camp, so to speak, yesterday.
या परफेक्ट परफेक्ट एंड एक और सवाल सर पिच कैसी रहेगी ओमकार पूछ रहे हैं.
ओमकार जी, मैं बता सकता हूँ, कल जब मैंने पहली बार ये पिच देखा ना, मेरे को वही याद आया नागपुर टेस्ट में, जैसे बॉर्डर गावस्कर ट्रॉफी में था कि बिल्कुल एक पैच ऐसा दिख रहा था जो बिल्कुल ड्राई था. यहाँ पे भी ऐसा है कि जो स्पिनर्स का जो लेंथ होता है ना, तो दोनों साइड पिच के उस लेंथ पे there's just a very different kind of shade of green or a shade of brown, जैसे ये pretty much लग रहा है कि I mean that patch was quite dry. But अगर मैं आपको अभी बताऊं, अभी आई एम जस्ट लुकिंग ओवर माय फोन एंड लुकिंग एट द पिच, it has seemed to be evened out. अभी थोड़ा उसमें watering सब होगा, but there's no grass here. It's shaved off. So expect this to be a turning track, turning in the sense not raging turner, but turn मिलेगा पहले से ही. Dryness काफी है, and as I told you about that patch would anyway would be there, come into play, by the third day, by second day maybe, or the third day. तो पिच के हिसाब से तो यार पिच तो ठीक ही है. अब जैसा भी आप कहो कि इंडिया के फेवर में है या नहीं है, इंडियन कंडीशंस है, इंडिया अपने हिसाब से करेगी. इट्स अबाउट द इंग्लैंड प्लेयर्स, हाउ दे मैनेज टू स्टे ऑफ द इंडियन spinners and the pitch. But yeah, it's not going to be a flat track or an easy batting pitch. Spin मिलेगा, spin would be in place. That is the reason why I told you कि इंग्लैंड भी लग रहा है कि 3 स्पिनर्स के साथ जाए, इंडिया भी 3 स्पिनर्स के साथ जाएगी. कौन से 3 होंगे, अक्सर या कुलदीप पे भी सवाल होगा. देयर वर आल्सो टॉक्स अबाउट कि यार आप 4 स्पिनर ही खिला दो, एक पेसर ही खिलाओ सिर्फ. बट दैट्स हाईली अनलाइकली. बट हाँ, पिच टर्न होगा. I don't see this going to the 4th day or definitely not the 5th day.
Yeah, it's a 4-day wrap. Yeah, Vineet, a last question before we let you go to oversee the net session. Rajat Patidar, काफी reports आ रही है कि he is the one who is replacing Virat Kohli in the squad. What do you have to say? I guess he's in Hyderabad too. तो आपको क्या लग रहा है?
Yes, yes. So, well, there is no official confirmation from the BCCI side that there has been a replacement name. Yesterday press conference में भी ऐसा कुछ बोला नहीं गया था. But the fact that Rajat Patidar is in Hyderabad, he was there at the BCCI award ceremony, pretty much hints at the fact that कि वो इस टीम के साथ जुड़ सकते हैं. And also रिंकू सिंह को लीव किया था for India A. That in a way, kind of it's a swap deal. कि रिंकू उधर गए तो वहां से रजत पाटीदार को लेकर आए हैं. सो ऑफिशियल कॉन्फर्मेशन आज आई थिंक प्रेस कॉन्फ्रेंस में मिल ही जाएगा. बट मोस्ट लाइकली पाटीदार वुड बी देयर एज अ कवर फॉर विराट कोहली. बट इट इज हाईली अनलाइकली दैट ही विल गेट अ गेम इन द 11. बहुत सरप्राइजिंग होगा इफ somebody like पाटीदार गेट्स अ गेम, बिकॉज यू ऑलरेडी हैव somebody like श्रेयस अय्यर जो 500 बैटिंग करते हैं, उनको आप ऊपर करा सकते हैं. एंड बिकॉज कोहली इज नॉट देयर, इंडिया के पास ऑप्शन भी है कि यार केएल राहुल को भी आप फिट इन कर सकते हैं, श्रीकार भरत को भी फिट इन कर सकते हैं. अगर पाटीदार को आप नंबर 4 पे लेकर आएंगे, देन फिर बात वही आएगी कि आप राहुल / श्रीकार भरत में से किसी एक को पिक करना पड़ेगा. टू सॉल्व दैट इश्यू, आई थिंक श्रेयस अय्यर वुड मूव एट नंबर 4, 5 पे केएल राहुल, 6 पे जडेजा, अश्विन, श्रीकार भरत में से तीनों का किसी का भी आप नाम रख लीजिए. बट ही इज देयर एज अ कवर. पाटीदार नॉट मोर देन दैट 11 इज वेरी वेरी हाईली अनलाइकली.
Yeah. And one last एक सवाल है, will captain address the media today? आज रोहित शर्मा देखेंगे?
बिल्कुल. सीरीज ओपनर है तो करना चाहिए, कैप्टन को ही करना चाहिए. कल कोच आए थे राहुल द्रविड़, आज रोहित शर्मा को ही आना चाहिए. फ्रॉम इंग्लैंड साइड इट्स बेन स्टोक्स, एज आई मेंशन, सीरीज ओपनर है, फर्स्ट प्रेस कॉन्फ्रेंस ऑफ द टेस्ट सीरीज. सो आइडली इट शुड बी द कैप्टन्स, और लग रहा है यस रोहित ही प्रेस कॉन्फ्रेंस अटेंड करेंगे. एंड फ्रॉम इंग्लैंड साइड इट वुड बी एंड इट शुड बी बेन स्टोक्स.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Vineet, for connecting with us and giving us such important updates ahead of the test match. And it's an important test match, and I'm pretty sure you will keep bringing us fresh updates from Hyderabad for the next few days till whenever the match goes. Thank you so much for connecting with us.
Pleasure.
Thank you so much. Yeah. So yeah, this was Vineet Ramakrishnan, my colleague and Cricket Next correspondent live from Hyderabad. And as I said, that he's in Hyderabad and he'll keep bringing you live updates for the next few days. So watch out for this space because we'll give you fresh updates. Hyderabad se kisne kya kaha, practice session mein kya chal raha hai. And I guess we have pretty much covered up everything that's been happening regarding the India-England Test series. We also talked about how this Rajat Patidar might replace Virat Kohli in the squad, and he's in Hyderabad as of now, as we speak. He was there in the BCCI awards yesterday, and maybe that's an hint. Obviously, there is no official confirmation as of now about Rajat Patidar being a replacement of Virat Kohli. But if the reports are to be believed, and if the fact that Rajat Patidar is with the team in Hyderabad instead of with the India A team in Ahmedabad, there's a clear sign that he might replace Virat Kohli in the squad for the two test matches that Virat Kohli is missing because of personal reasons. So yeah, good news for Rajat Patidar. If he replaces, will he get a game? Hardly unlikely. We'll have to wait and see. As Vineet perfectly explained that with Virat Kohli not being there, you can play. You have the luxury of playing KL Rahul just as a pure batter, and you don't have to choose between Rahul and KS Bharat. So this conundrum solved itself with Virat Kohli not being there. Shreyas Iyer at number 4, KL Rahul at number 5, and then you will have your wicket keeper Bharat or Dhruv Jurel, whatever you want to go with. So yeah, good news for Rajat Patidar. He'll get to learn a lot with being in the dugout and with the squad for the first two test matches. Meanwhile, we'll move on from the India versus England test and the awards that was given yesterday. Yesterday also we talked about Ravi Shastri getting this CK Naidu award for his lifetime achievement. It's a lifetime achievement award. It's known as the CK Naidu award, and he was asked. Harsha Bhogle was the host, and he said that you have been a player for a lot many years, 13, 14 odd years. Then you have been a broadcaster for so many years. You have been a head coach, director of cricket. You have so many cricketing moments in your life. What's that one moment that makes you wake up at night and says, "Okay, I still can't believe that moment happened in my life." And Ravi Shastri talked about a lot of moments. He said the 1983 World Cup win, the 86 Champions Trophy. He talked about commentating during the 2007 T20 World Cup final, which India won, 2011 T20 2011 50 over final that India won at the Wankhede Stadium. He mentioned everything, but he said that in the end, he said, but if you ask me, the icing on the cake was that last day at the Gaba when we went past the finish line with Rishabh Pant taking us home, and I thank my players for that. And he said that in a typical Ravi Shastri voice, that commentative voice, जो हम इतने सालों से सुनते आए हैं, the energy he had, and he said that it was the perfect icing on the cake to win at the Gaba with Rishabh Pant hitting that winning shot. और जो उनके अंदर एंथुसियाज्म था बोलते हैं ऐसे, he perfectly summed up his career, not just as a cricketer but everything related to cricket, whatever he does. And he said that the Gaba moment is something that he'll always remember, and also winning two back-to-back test series in Australia. So yeah, as we talked yesterday about Ravi Shastri's achievement, which are a lot as a player, as a coach, and he has a lot of memories as a commentator too. So and he, as I said, that he won the Colonel C.K. Naidu Lifetime Achievement Award along with Farooq Engineer. Ravi Shastri won that, and Farooq Engineer won that. Apart from him, the other awards, since this was the first time that awards were happening after 2019, from 2019 now 2024, so it took 4 to 5 years for these awards to happen again. So पिछले कुछ सालों के भी award दिए गए हैं, and the awards, I'll mention some of the names, the players who won some awards. Best international debut for women for 2019-20 Priya Punya, 2021 Shafali Verma, 21-22 S Meghna, and 22-23 Amanjot Kaur. And in the men's 2019-20 वाले year के लिए मयंक अग्रवाल, 2021 Akshar Patel, 21-22 Shreyas Iyer, and 22-23 Yashasvi Jaiswal. Best international cricketer women 2019 to 2020 Deepti Sharma, 20 to 22 Smriti Mandhana, and 22 to 23 Deepti Sharma again. And best international cricketer men 2019-20 के लिए मोहम्मद शामी, 2021 के लिए रविचंद्रन अश्विन, 21-22 के लिए जसप्रीत बुमराह, and 2023, that is the latest one, Shumal Gill won the best international cricketer award in the men's category. So yeah, a lot of awards were given yesterday. The whole team was there. Obviously Virat Kohli was not there, he was missing from the team photograph, and that's something that fans really shared on social media, said that Virat Kohli is missing from the squad, and the squad is looking incomplete. But yeah, he's obviously not there in Hyderabad. He's back home due to personal reasons. But yeah, a perfect award ceremony. Ravi Shastri summed it up pretty well. His career and his memories as a cricket broadcaster, and he perfectly said that that Gaba win was the icing on the cake for me. From here, we'll move on to the last piece of news. You must remember yesterday we talked about Glenn Maxwell getting hospitalized in Adelaide, and he was in a pub listening to a band, Bretley's former Sri Lankan cricketer Bretley's band, after which he was hospitalized. But he got discharged that night itself. He didn't overstay, or didn't stay over the night in the hospital. Now there's some more details have come out. It's being said that Maxwell lost consciousness before he was rushed to the hospital following a big night out in Adelaide last week. The latest report suggested that Maxwell didn't respond to the efforts of others who tried to wake him up, as later he was taken to the hospital. So the band, when he was listening to the band after the show, during which Maxwell was photographed with numerous members of the crowd, he and his friends retired to the backstage area where they drank and sang songs with Six and Out and other friends invited into the room. It was during the interlude that Maxwell lost consciousness and did not immediately respond to attempts by friends to rouse him. An ambulance was called then, and Maxwell's next memories of waking up on the way to the hospital. So during the concert, वो audience में थे, जैसे ही concert खत्म हुआ, he went backstage with his friends and some other members, where he obviously he was drinking, and then he lost consciousness, वो बेहोश हुए, and then his friends tried to wake him up, उनको उठाने की कोशिश की गई, वो होश में नहीं आ रहे थे, then ambulance बुलाई गई, and the next memory that Maxwell has was waking up in the ambulance. उनको होश आया एम्बुलेंस में जब वो हॉस्पिटल जा रहे थे रास्ते में. एंड इस पे पैट कमिंस वाज आल्सो एट द सेम वेन्यू. वो भी इस वेन्यू पे थे, हालांकि ही डिडंट क्रॉस पाथ्स विद मैक्सवेल एट ऑल. वो अपना अलग थे, उन्होंने मैक्सवेल से ना मिले ना बात कर पाए वो. कमिंस ने भी इस पे स्टेटमेंट दिया. ही सेड पोटेंशियली आई थिंक ओनली मैक्सवेल कैन आंसर दैट वन. when it was asked to him that should Maxwell needed to reconsider his choices, जो भी उन्होंने किया, जो भी उनके साथ हुआ, should he reconsider जो भी वो actions उन्होंने लिए, उसके लिए कमेंट्स ने कहा कि potentially I think only Maxwell can answer that one. I was there at the pub for the concert, but I left pretty early. I knew he was in town, but I didn't cross paths with Maxwell at all. But he did hint that individuals will have to own their consequences of their actions. उन्होंने hint किया. Pat Cummins was pretty straightforward in his statement. He said, "We are all adults, and part of being an adult is you make your own decisions." In terms of this incident, he wasn't on tour with Australia. He was over there for a private event, so he wasn't with the cricket team. So it is a little bit different, but absolutely any decision you make, you have got to own it and be comfortable with it. Even former Australia captain and World Cup winner Michael Clark feels that Cricket Australia will get to the bottom of this incident. He says, Michael Clark says, to have to be put into an ambulance, that makes me nervous. With these sort of things, with off-field stuff, I like to go benefit of doubt and innocent until proven guilty. One thing I know, Cricket Australia will get to the bottom of it. These days, there are cameras, there are people, so the truth will be told. The other thing we need to do is making sure he's okay. He didn't end up spending the night there in the hospital. I can't think of a time where I have had to call an ambulance or an ambulance had to be called for me, no matter how drunk I was. So I'm worried, is there more to this? And I just hope he's okay first and foremost. Now, Maxwell is in the T20I squad against West Indies, but he's not in the ODI squad. And Cricket Australia yesterday said that his omission from the ODI squad has nothing to do with whatever happened in Adelaide that night. Cricket Australia in a statement said that it is not related to him being replaced in the ODI squad, a decision that was made following the BBL and based on his individual management plan. Maxwell is expected to return for the T20I series. No further comment will be made at this time. This is what Cricket Australia has said. So yeah, we'll get further updates as to what happened with Maxwell that night and what exactly happened. Pat Cummins is pretty clear. He has given a statement saying that you have to own your actions as an adult. So we'll have to wait and see what action does Cricket Australia takes, if they take one regarding this incident involving Glenn Maxwell in Adelaide, where he was hospitalized after losing consciousness in that night in pub. So yeah, this was this from Maxwell's story. We have few questions coming on. What position should KL Rahul play? True man. Number 5 is the perfect position looking as of now. As I said earlier, that the fact that there is no Virat Kohli in the squad, you can perfectly play Shreyas Iyer at number 4 और KL राहुल को आप 5वें नंबर पर खिला सकते हैं. अब आपको भरत और KL राहुल में भी चूज करने की जरूरत नहीं है, बिकॉज आपके पास एक पोजीशन खाली है. तो आप श्रेयस अय्यर को नंबर 4 पे खिलाइए, केएल राहुल को नंबर 5 पे खिलाइए, एंड देन यू कैन हैव अ विकेट कीपर इधर भरत, केएस भरत और ध्रुव जरेल एट नंबर 6. So yeah, number 5 is looking as the perfect place for KL Rahul to bat as of now. But KL Rahul to top order batter, no, KL Rahul have always bats at number 5 in the middle order in Test cricket. South Africa में भी हमने देखा उन्होंने नंबर 5 पर ही बैटिंग करी है. नंबर 5 नंबर 6 वो नीचे ही आते हैं बैटिंग करने. टेस्ट क्रिकेट में ट्रूमैन वो मिडिल ऑर्डर में ही बैट करते हैं. इज नो लॉन्गर अ टॉप ऑर्डर बैटर नाउ. वो ओडीआई में भी, ओडीआई क्रिकेट में भी मिडिल ऑर्डर बैट करते हैं. यहाँ तक कि कहा जा रहा है कि T20I में भी आईपीएल में वो मिडिल ऑर्डर में बैटिंग करेंगे, बिकॉज इंडियन टीम में मिडिल ऑर्डर में ही जगह है, ओपनिंग में ऊपर टॉप ऑर्डर में जगह नहीं है. सो या there's a very high chance he might bat at number 5. This was this from today's morning bulletin. You guys please subscribe to the Cricket Next YouTube channel, hit the bell icon, follow us across all our social media platforms, be it Facebook, Instagram, Threads, Twitter, or any other platform that you want to connect with this YouTube channel. Please subscribe to it, hit the bell icon, and do write to us if you have any questions regarding any player, any team, any tournament, or any series, anything and everything related to cricket. We are more than happy to answer all your questions in the upcoming lives. We do an evening live every day at 6:45 p.m. where we have our expert panel answering questions for you guys. We do a morning bulletin Monday to Friday every day at 10 a.m. So do tune in for that to get your fresh morning updates about all the cricketing action that has been happening around the globe. Vineet Ramakrishnan joined us today from Hyderabad, live from Hyderabad in this live at the beginning, where he gave us all the major updates that you need regarding the first test between India and England. So yeah, he'll keep connecting with us every day. He'll keep sending us stuff, fresh updates for you guys. So do subscribe to the Cricket Next YouTube channel to get those updates on time. Until then, please take care of yourself and have an amazing day. Thank you so much.
फास्टेस्ट क्रिकेट स्कोर अपडेट्स या सबसे डिटेल्ड स्टैट्स,
क्रिकेट के अंदर बाहर की खबरें
या हेल्दी डिबेट्स,
सबसे एक्यूरेट एनालिसिस
या फैंस का क्रेज, सबके लिए एक ही प्लेटफॉर्म, क्योंकि क्रिकेट मतलब क्रिकेट नेक्स्ट.